Leo's 2026 operating system. Shine on time, stand on the right field, love the right person. Leo, I want you to picture 2026 as the year you reinstall your operating system. Not the dramatic, glow-up kind. More like a quiet upgrade, subtle, but once it's installed, you're living on a whole new level. And the best part? This year doesn't demand you to be brighter, better, tougher by forcing it. It asks you to shine the right way. Because you're already bright. You're the kind of person who walks into a room and the energy shifts. You say one thing and people listen. You do one thing and it leaves a mark. But sometimes that shine is exactly what exhausts you. Exhausting because you feel like you always have to stay on top. Exhausting because you don't want anyone to see you weak. Exhausting because you're used to being the leader, so you rarely give yourself permission to lean on someone. 2026 makes you change the way you shine. Not by showing up everywhere, doing everything, carrying every single thing, but by choosing the right field to step into, choosing the right people to stand beside, and choosing the right rhythm so you don't burn yourself out. That's your OS this year. 3 core lines of code. Remember them, because if you truly get these 3, the whole year gets so much easier. Code line 1, the right field. The right field sounds like a career thing, but for Leo, it's survival. You can be great in many places, but not every place deserves your energy. Some places make you shine more the more you do, because they pay you right, trust you, and give you room. But some places, the more you do, the smaller you feel, because your effort disappears, the decision makers don't see it, or they see it and still don't want to pay up, or worse, they like you best when you're stuck in proving yourself mode. 2026 makes you more sensitive to this. You'll naturally get irritated in environments where you have to strain just to be recognized. You won't want to be the star in a tiny field where everyone treats your contribution like it's automatic. You start looking at jobs, projects, communities, teams with one blunt question: does this field let me grow? Listen closely. 2026 is not the year to make it work in a field that doesn't fit. It's the year you choose the field. And that choosing isn't arrogance. It's maturity. It's knowing what you're worthy of. A lot of Leos get trapped in one mental loop. I've already come this far, leaving would be a waste. Or they need me here. Or if I walk away, I lose. But us 2026 says, leaving the wrong place isn't losing. Leaving the wrong place is winning early. Winning by saving your energy for the right game. You'll realize the right field isn't just money. Money matters, sure, but the right field is also respect. Being placed correctly. Doing your work and feeling proud. Not having to perform. Not having to beg. Not having to overdo it just to be seen. And when you step into the right field, something weird happens. Everything runs smoother. Opportunities come to you. The right people show up. Luck sticks around. Not because you can manifest anything you want, but because you're finally standing in the place where luck has somewhere to land. Code line 2, the right person. In 2026, Leo's love life and relationships don't run on "I'm missing something, let me find it." It runs on "I'm already enough, now I choose what's right." You're not short on people who like you. You have natural magnetism. But magnetism is a double-edged blade. It pulls in a lot of people who like your glow, not necessarily the real you. OS 2026 makes you less interested in blurry, half-hearted connections or mind-reading games. You'll crave one very clear thing: someone who can keep rhythm with you. What does keeping rhythm mean? It means they don't get dazzled by your brightness and fall in love too fast. They also don't get intimidated by your strong presence and run away. They can stand beside you. When you're on fire, they remind you to rest. When you're down, they don't disappear. When you succeed, they don't compete. When you're vulnerable, they don't make you feel ashamed. And the most important part, next to the right person, you can breathe. You don't have to play the role of "I'm fine." You don't have to look perfect all the time. You can say I'm tired today without fearing judgment. 2026 is also the year you learn the difference between being loved and being understood. Leo sometimes get this twisted. People love you because you're radiant, attractive, impressive, because you make them proud. But you'll see it clearly. Being loved without being understood is still lonely. It's like someone likes your poster, but doesn't know you in real life. So your standards shift this year. You choose the kind of love that doesn't feel like running out of oxygen. You choose someone with real presence. Words that match actions. A kind of gentleness that means you don't have to stay guarded. Let's be blunt, us 2026 doesn't like relationships where you have to prove your worth just to be kept. If you have to chase, guess, maintain an image, tense up so you won't be left, that's not the right person. That's a self-respect exam. And 2026 wants you to pass by, walking out of the testing room. Code line 3. The right rhythm. This is the most important line, and the one that saves you. Because Leo often has two modes, burn bright or shut down hard. When you've got fire, you give 200%, watch why. You're intense, fast, powerful. You pull the whole team, the whole game. But when the fire drops, you sink. And you blame yourself in that low phase like, why am I lazy? Why am I weak? Why am I losing my edge? Oh, hi. OS 2026 says, you're not lazy. You're overloaded. You've lived on pure willpower for too long, until your body and mind finally make you pay. So this year, what you need isn't more motivation. You need a rhythm system. Your rhythm isn't grinding evenly like a robot. Your rhythm is peak, rest, recover. You hit hard, then you rest for real, then you come back stronger. That's Leo's sustainable rhythm. People think rest is wasting time. For Leo, rest is strategy. Because when you rest right, you shine longer. You don't do the one big flash then burn out thing. You last. You build something big. And the right rhythm also means learning to turn off the spotlight when you need to. Leo's hard mode is that you're used to being the headlights, always on, always guiding. But 2026 trains you to be stage lighting, on for the right scene, the right moment, the right place, the right audience. Less pointless appearances. Less energy spent on things that give nothing back. More strength saved for the move that matters. Those 3 lines, right field, right person, right rhythm, sound simple, but they're the core of your whole year. And once this OS starts running, you'll notice yourself changing in a very elegant way. Elegant here isn't flashy or showy. Elegant means you're calmer. You need to prove yourself less. You explain less. You do the work, and the results speak. You say no more often, but cleanly, directly, without bitterness. You choose, and you don't feel guilty for choosing. But for this OS to run smoothly, I need to warn you about a few system bugs Leos tend to hit, so you can catch them early. Bug 1. Pride turning into your fuel. Someone doubts you. You want to prove it. Someone says, you can't, you charge in. The problem is, you can do it, but you waste your power on fights that don't matter. 2026 will ask you before every battle, does this pay money, value, or your future? If not, skip it. Bug 2. Carrying everything to protect the image of, I can handle it. Yes, you can handle it. But carrying forever turns into exhaustion. And exhausted isn't beautiful. 2026 doesn't like one-man shows. 2026 likes a lineup. You have to learn delegation, boundaries, putting tasks back where they belong. Not because you're weak, because you're leveling up. Bug 3. Stress relief through fast dopamine. Shopping, staying up late, scrolling, eating to numb out, not wrong. But if you use it to fill an empty space, it leaves you emptier. This year, the right rhythm, OS saves you. Steadier sleep, real rest, and recharging your identity through things that make you feel like, I have taste and I'm actually living. And now, I want you to remember one closing line from this chunk, your 2026 unlock phrase. Leo's luck doesn't come from trying harder. Luck comes from choosing right. Choosing the right field, so your ability becomes results. Choosing the right person so love isn't a competition. Choosing the right rhythm so you shine sustainably. In chunk 2, I'll go into the swerve, how you recognize you're on the wrong path, how you turn around in time without feeling like you lost, and how you cut the 3 big traps: pride, carrying everything, and addiction to feeling needed. If you want, I can also install some very everyday, early warning signs so you can hear them and instantly recognize yourself. Chunk 2, the swerve, how Leo in 2026 turns around on time, not losing, leveling up. Leo, if your OS for 2026 is right field, right person, right rhythm, then this chunk is the crucial part, the swerve. Because honestly, once you're on the road, you like going straight. You're decisive, confident. When you have momentum, you charge. That trait wins you a lot. But it also has a cost. Sometimes you drive too long on the wrong road just because you don't want to feel like you quit. And 2026 is the year you learn an extremely elegant skill, turning around without ego. Meaning, you change direction not because you're weak, but because you're awake. You don't smash into the wall to prove you're tough. You swerve because it gets you there faster. Real talk. Leo often confuses 2 things: persistence and stubbornness. Persistence is pursuing what's worth it. Stubbornness is pursuing something just to beat the feeling of losing. 2026 helps you separate those 2 clearly. And once you can, life gets light. In 2026, swerving usually shows up in 3 main ways. I call them Leo's 3 life or death turns: swerving away from ego, swerving away from carrying everything, and swerving away from fast dopamine. Turn 1, swerve away from ego. This is Leo's signature. You're not petty ego. Your ego has dignity. You want respect. You want your words to carry weight. You want people to see your value. And when someone dismisses you, doubts you, or underestimates you, you get activated. You want to prove it immediately. You want them to understand who you are. Not wrong. But here's the issue. In 2026, if ego becomes your life fuel, you'll be exhausted. Because you'll keep entering fights where the only prize is pride. So here's your first swerve question. Memorize it. Like the moment someone triggers you, it pops up in your head. Does this fight pay money? Long-term value? Does it move me toward the right field? If the answer is no, swerve. Leave it. Do you get it? This is elite maturity. You don't have to win every fight. You only need to win the fights that upgrade your life. 2026 rewards that kind of selective warfare hard. You also need to recognize your own ego signs. They usually show up in 3 forms. You want to make them respect you more than you want the project to succeed. You start arguing to win, not to understand. You're working tense and unhappy but still forcing it because I can't lose. If any one of those shows up, that's your cue to swerve. Swerve by pausing, lowering your pace, and asking. Turn 2. Swerve away from carrying everything to protect your image. Leo gets stuck in the role of the carrier, carrying family, carrying the team, carrying the project, and carrying other people's emotions. You don't do it because you love suffering. You do it because you have leadership energy, and because you feel like, if I don't handle it, it'll fall apart. But do you know where the trap is? The trap is, people get used to you carrying. And the more they get used to it, the more they treat it like default. Then when you're tired, you're not just tired from the work. You're tired from the feeling that no one sees you. 2026 shows you, if you want your career to level up and your love life to last, you must learn not to carry everything. Not carrying everything doesn't mean irresponsible. It means professional. Right task, right person, right boundary. Your swerve phrases in these moments are: That's not within my scope. I can support, but I can't carry it for you. If you want me to take this, I need to drop that. Sounds a little cold, right? But this is actually the language of value. Valuable people have valuable time. And when time is valuable, boundaries are non-negotiable. One more sign you're carrying too much. You finish the work, and you don't feel proud, you only feel drained. That's when you're working to protect the image of, I can handle it, not working toward the mission. 2026 wants you to shift from, I can carry to, I can lead. Leading means building systems, building a lineup, delegating, putting the right people in the right seats. That's Leo's biggest swerve this year. Turn 3, swerve away from fast dopamine. This sounds everyday, but it messes up your OS rhythm the most. When you're stressed, you look for something to release it. And Leo releases it with style, shopping as a reward, eating as comfort, staying up late to feel alive, scrolling to forget exhaustion. You're not wrong. You're just trying to recharge. But fast dopamine is like drinking soda when you're thirsty, satisfying, but it doesn't hydrate. Afterward, you're thirstier. If you keep dumping fast dopamine into 2026, your mood gets unstable, your health dips, your mind feels emptier. And that emptiness makes you more reactive, more likely to overcarry, more likely to drift off your path. It's a loop. So the swerve here is, change the kind of recharge. You need real recovery, not temporary forgetting. Leo's real recovery usually has 3 forms: sleeping enough and sleeping consistently. Light movement, but consistent. In things that bring back your identity, things that make you feel, I have taste and I'm me again. Music, solo coffee, resetting your workspace, small creative acts. And the most important part, rest without insulting yourself. Rest without guilt. Because in 2026, rest is strategy for building something big. Now, one more important thing, swerving isn't only about avoiding traps. Swerving is also reading signals early. Leo often waits until it's too much to change. Too tired to rest. Too hurt to leave. Too fed up to speak. But 2026 requires earlier signal reading, because this year, you're playing the long game. 3 early signals. Treat them like dashboard lights. You lose your joy. You can still do the work, but it's not satisfying anymore. 2. You start snapping for no reason. You're not difficult. You're low battery. You start comparing yourself. Comparison is a sign you're missing safety. When one of these lights turns on, you don't need a dramatic overhaul. You just need a small, correct swerve. Reduce workload, reduce unnecessary contact, sleep again, state your needs, cut one pointless commitment. Small swerves at the right time save you from a big crash later. And I'll close this chunk with a new definition of winning for Leo in 2026. Winning isn't pushing until the end. Winning is stopping at the right moment. Leaving the wrong place. Choosing the right fight. Keeping the right rhythm. You're not losing when you swerve. You're leveling up. You're choosing a road where you don't have to strain to shine. You shine because you're finally moving in the right direction. In chunk 3, we'll move into communication. How Leo, in 2026, says the right thing, so life gets lighter. Love, family, work, and money. Work and money. I'll keep it practical. Sentences you can use immediately, no long theory. Chunk 3, communication. In 2026, Leo says one right sentence and life gets easier. Leo, if I had to pick one skill that saves your 2026, it's this: clear communication. Not talking more, not being smooth in a roundabout way, but saying it right, saying it short, saying it straight, with rhythm. Because most of Leo's exhaustion doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from staying silent too long. You're strong, so you tend to handle it yourself. You swallow sadness. You carry irritation. You hide needs. You don't want to bother anyone. You don't want to look weak. So, you stay quiet. But silence builds storage. And once the storage is full, it explodes. And when it explodes, it's not pretty. It sounds like, why don't you understand? Why do I have to take this? Why do I always carry? And then you're mad at them, and mad at yourself. 2026 teaches you, don't wait until it explodes to speak. Speak early. Speak soft. Speak clear. That's right rhythm. Here's one communication rule for Leo in 2026. Remember just this and everything shifts. Speak feelings, not accusations. Leo's words carry power. One sentence from you has weight. If you use that weight to accuse, the other person instantly defends. But if you use that weight to tell the truth, they lean in. It's a tiny difference with a huge outcome. For example, you're always like this, you never care about me, that invites a fight. When you're busy and don't tell me, I feel abandoned, that invites closeness. Same pain, different result. Now let's talk about Leo's 3 big communication battlefields in 2026. Love, family, friends, and work money. Battlefield 1. Love communication. Clarity is elegance. If you're single, 2026 doesn't vibe with ambiguity. The more ambiguous it is, the more time you lose. The clearer you are, the faster the right person arrives. Your most elegant opening line is, I like clarity. I don't do mind reading. And you say, it sounds blunt, but it filters people fast. A respectful person hears, okay, this is maturity. A games-only person will quietly disappear, and you save your battery. If you're in a relationship, the sore spot is usually priorities and self-respect. You don't need someone to make you win. You need to feel important. So, instead of testing, silent treatment, or pretending you're fine, use this. I need to feel prioritized. When you behavior, I feel. Next time I'd like. This is the 3-step formula: behavior, feeling, request. It turns drama into solutions. And one key line for Leo: don't wait for people to just get it. Leo often thinks, if they love me, they should know. But nobody lives inside your head. In 2026, mature love is love with communication. Battlefield 2. Family and friends, boundaries without turning cold. With family, many Leos carry a quiet pressure. You must be the stable one, the impressive one, the pride. So when you get criticized or compared, your ego flares. You want to push back, but you also want peace, so you go silent. In 2026, you learn boundaries that are kind, but non-negotiable. 3 lines you can use exactly as they are. I understand, but I'm choosing this. 2. I hear your feedback, but I don't want to be compared. 3. I need time. When I'm ready, I'll share. They don't start a war, but they teach people you have boundaries. With friends, 2026 is a year of filtering. And filtering through communication is powerful. You don't have to vanish. You just state your rhythm. A line that fits. Lately I'm prioritizing rest and focus. I'm going out less, but it doesn't mean I care less. Soft, clear. People who get you will get you. People who don't, that's also a filter. And if someone does subtle competition or pokes your self-respect, here's a simple but strong sentence. I'm not comfortable with that. Say it, then stop. Don't over-explain. Over-explaining is asking permission. Elegant boundaries are short. Battlefield 3. Work and money. Clarity is how you get paid right. This is where Leo upgrades. You're capable and effective, but when it's time to talk scope, deadlines, fees, salary, you sometimes hesitate. You worry you'll seem demanding. You worry you'll upset people. You worry you'll be judged. But 2026 doesn't reward hesitation. 2026 rewards clarity. 3. Spell sentences you can use immediately. 1. Scope line. That's outside the current scope. If we add it, we'll need to adjust timeline resources. Nice. 2. Ascend. Priority line. Right now I'm prioritizing a B and B. If we add C, I need you to confirm the order of priority. 3. 1. B salary line. With this workload and responsibility, the level that fits me is, I can be flexible within, but we need clarity from the start. Once you say it like that, you'll see, money talk isn't demanding. It's setting the rules of the game. And remember, people respect you when you respect your time. They pay you fairly when you price yourself clearly. A lot of the time, it's not that people are cruel. It's that you didn't say anything. You stayed silent, so they assumed. Leo in 2026 doesn't do assumptions anymore. You speak clearly. You choose the right field. You keep the right rhythm. Now I'll close this chunk with the 2026 communication formulas for Leo. Short, usable. A. Behavior, feeling, request. In short boundaries, no long explanations. Aim speak early, don't wait for explosions. Money and scope must be as clear as a contract. Do these 4, and something strange happens, you strain less. Less strain means less ego flare-ups. Less ego flare-ups makes love easier. Work gets easier too. You feel lighter. Do. And when you're lighter, luck stays longer. In chunk 4, we'll go into attraction relationships, how Leo in 2026 pulls in the right people, loves the right way, and avoids connections that only want your spotlight, but can't keep rhythm with you. I'll keep it very real, so you can listen and instantly see yourself. Chunk 4, attraction relationships. Leo 2026 attracts the right people, loves the right way. No ambiguity, no oxygen-thin love. Leo, this is your arena. But 2026 is interesting. You're still magnetic, still bright, still main character energy. And yet, you're no longer interested in love that makes you strain. You start choosing people and relationships by a new standard. I get to be myself. This year, your attraction isn't about what you do to make people like you. It's about being clear enough that the right person comes closer, and the wrong person exits on their own. The more mature Leo gets, the less you need cheesy flirting. You just live in your taste. Right taste is right light. And I'll say it straight, 2026 is the year you want less being loved in a general, public way, and more being understood. You want someone who doesn't only see you as a beautiful fire, but as a human being with a bright front stage and a tired backstage. In other words, you want someone who can love the behind-the-scenes version too. 1. Leo's 2026 charm, elegant because it's calm. Leo has a strange kind of attractiveness. The more you try to impress, the more you can look extra. But when you're calm, speak less, smile lightly, and don't need to prove anything, you become even more magnetic. 2026 pulls you back into that state. You won't feel the need to be at every party. You won't need to text 24/7. You won't need to reply instantly, just to keep someone. And that not rushing becomes your elegance. Because the right person doesn't need you to chase. The right person walks toward you. This year you also get bored of guessing games. Who texts first, who flirts first, who plays cool first. Maybe you could do it for fun before, but in 2026 you'll feel it, battery drain. You want clarity from the start. You want to know what you're investing in. Your 2026 vibe sentence is, I don't do mind reading. Simple, yet it's a powerful filter. Game players hear it and retreat. Mature people hear it and think, this person is worth being serious about. 2. If you're single, 2 types you'll meet, and how to choose right. In 2026, if you're single, you'll likely meet 2 types. Type 1. People attracted to your glow. They compliment a lot, pursue a lot, make you feel chosen. It's nice, of course. But the trap is, they love the standout version of you, the on-top version. When you're tired, when you retreat inward, when you need safety, They don't know how to stay beyond compliments. Type 2. Calm, grounded, not flashy. They don't overwhelm you with praise. They observe. How? They move slowly. And strangely, your heart leans in. Because next to them, you don't have to perform. But the trap is, they show less, and that can trigger your doubt. And once Leo doubts, you start writing scripts in your head. Do they even like me? And you quietly get sad. The right way to choose in 2026 is, don't guess. Ask. You don't need to test. Let's see if they initiate. You don't need to make them guess either. Just say, I like clarity. Are you serious, or just looking for fun? It sounds a bit firm, but it saves you an entire year. And one crucial rule, don't invest too much before the status is clear. When Leo likes someone, you're generous. Time, attention, care, even that vibe of a bee will lift you up. But giving too early can set you up for disappointment. 2026 advises elegant love. Give in rhythm little by little, so the other person also has to step forward. If they don't step forward, you get the answer without bleeding for months. 3. If you're in a relationship, 2026 tests priority and self-respect. Deep down, Leo needs one thing in love: to feel prioritized. You don't need obedience. You need to feel you matter. When you don't usually explode immediately. You go quiet. You go cold. You pull back. You say it's fine, but inside there's a ripple. 2026 wants to change that mechanism. Instead of silent buildup then explosion, you practice speaking early feelings, not accusations. Because what you truly need is safety, not winning. The tests can come from tiny things. They're busy, but don't tell you. They're late after promising, they forget something you value, or they accidentally make you feel not chosen. If you respond with ego, you turn small things into war. If you respond with self-respect, small things become a chance to understand each other better. The difference is one sentence. Ego, you never care about me. Self-respect. When you do that, I feel abandoned. I need us to be clearer. 2026 rewards self-respect. Another upgrade in your love this year, learning to receive. Leo is used to giving, protection, motivation, I'm here. But if you only give and never receive, you get tired. And tired becomes resentment. I do so much, and this year you learn to receive. Care, help, apologies, a day where they take care of you. Receive without feeling weak. Because mature love isn't two strong people standing side by side, looking cool. Mature love is two people taking turns being strong and soft, and still staying. 4. Attract the right person. Leo's 3 keeps rhythm criteria in 2026. Here are 3 clear criteria to know who's worth it. 1. Next to them, you can breathe. No performance. Not having to be happy all the time. 2. They don't compete with you. They don't dim you when you shine. They're proud of you. 3. They keep their word. Not overly romantics, but consistent and reliable. If someone has all 3, keep them. If they're missing 2 or 3, think seriously. And one more thing, 2026 doesn't do oxygen-thin love diet. Oxygen-thin love is love where you have to guess, chase, hold on, fear abandonment. The more you love, the more anxious you get. You don't need that this year. You need love that makes you bigger, not smaller. 5. Closing. In 2026, clarity is romantic. Sounds funny, right? But for Leo in 2026, clarity is romantic. Clarity means you're not tense, not defensive, not ego-driven. You can love with self-respect. You can choose the right person. And when you choose right, you naturally become more beautiful, lighter, brighter. In Chunk 5, I'll go into career decisions, how Leo in 2026 chooses the field, the role, the deal. So you level up income and status without falling into the one-man show trap or proving yourself through burnout. I'll frame it like a decision map: what questions to ask, What signs to watch, what to decide first and what to decide later. Chunk 5. Career decisions. Leo 2026 chooses the field, the role, the deal. Build big without burning out. Leo, this is where 2026 plays very clearly with you. This isn't the year to do more to prove yourself. This is the year to choose right and get paid right. And choosing right isn't emotional like, I feel like it. It's choosing by standards, by systems, with the mindset of someone leveling up. Imagine your 2026 career as a beautiful three-way fork. One path is staying on the current field but upgrading your role. One path is switching to a field that matches your level. And one path is consolidating power to build something long-term. A long-term deal, a long-term project, a long-term brand. No matter which you choose, the rule of the year is, don't turn yourself into a one-man show. The one-man show is Leo's classic trap. You're talented, you carry presence, you can pull a team, so a lot of places love making you carry. At first it feels good, trusted, needed. But over time, needed becomes leaned on. And being leaned on too much turns into burnout. Burnout turns into boredom. Boredom makes you want to disappear. And your career becomes a loop. 2026 wants you out of that loop with one key sentence. You don't need to be the person who does the most. You need to be the person who decides the best. Here's a field filter checklist for 2026. As you hear it, measure your field against it. Leo's 2026 field filter. Money, power, respect, growth, lineup. 1. Money. It's not greed. But 2026 makes you face reality. If you're great and still paid, okay, your fire fades. Money is data. It shows how the field values you. You don't need instant wealth, but you need a clear growth path. 2. Power. Not flashy authority. Decision power. Do you have autonomy in your lane? Or are you just executing, fixing, adjusting endlessly? Leo without decision power gets irritated because you have vision. You want impact. 3. Respect. Are you heard? Recognized? Does your opinion carry weight? Or do you have to perform just to be treated as worth listening to? 2026 doesn't do performance for respect. Guy. If you have to ask permission to be respected, it's not the right field. 4. Growth. Does this field let you expand, skills, network, status, pay? Or are you repeating old work with new pressure? 2026 needs real growth, not just being busier. 5. Lineup. Do you have a team? Systems? Processes? Or is everything on your shoulders? Leo, 2026 needs a lineup, because this is a build big year. If you're missing 3 out of 5, that's a strong sign. You're on a field that doesn't match you. And if you're missing 2, but they're the core 2, respect and power, you still need to reconsider, because that kind of missing exhausts your identity. It drains you because you can't be yourself. Now, about choosing your role. In 2026, Leo fits 3 role types, depending on where you are. 1. The lead role, but only with a system. If there's a chance to become lead, manager, project owner, or a high visibility role, this year supports it. But with one condition, led by system, not by sheer effort. Leading by effort is you carrying, fixing, rescuing everything. Leading by system is clear assignment, clear KPIs, clear processes, and most importantly, building successors. A strong leader is someone whose team still runs when they rest. 2026 wants you to level into that. 2. The rebrand role. Shift your professional positioning. Maybe you don't switch jobs immediately, but you shift positioning. Upgrade your professional image. Update your CV, portfolio, case studies, or simply step forward and showcase results. In 2026, people know who you are becomes an asset. And for Leo, that asset is powerful. But rebrand isn't performative. It's clarity. What you're great at, what outcomes you deliver, what fields you fit. The clearer you are, the faster the right field finds you. 3. The long-term deal role, fewer, stronger. Leo can do many small gigs, each with a bit of money, a bit of fun, a bit of name. But 2026 fits, fewer, stronger, one long contract, one big project, one stable partnership. It protects your rhythm and prevents fragmentation. This year you don't need 10 income streams. You need 1, 2 strong, stable ones, then use the rest of your bandwidth to build something long. Now, choosing the deal. This is Leo's crucial part, because you often hesitate to ask. Your self-respect is high, but paradoxically, you sometimes feel awkward about money. You fear looking demanding. You fear upsetting people. You fear not being chosen. But 2026 doesn't like that hesitation. 2026 wants you to speak about money the way you speak about value. Here's an elegant negotiation formula that doesn't sound harsh at all. With this scope and responsibility, the level that fits me is, I can be flexible within, but we need clarity from the start to run sustainably. If we add this piece, we'll need to adjust timeline, resources, costs. That's professional, not greedy. And one more rule, don't accept a deal just because it makes you feel needed. Needed can be a trap, because needed often comes with low valuation and blurry scope. A good deal is clear scope, clear timeline, clear responsibility, clear power, clear pay. Now here's something that might poke Leo's ego a bit, but it'll make you brighter. In 2026, you won't be liked by everyone at work. And that's good. Because when you level up, you set standards. You say no. You ask for clarity. You negotiate. And people who are used to benefiting from your generosity will feel uncomfortable. They'll say you changed. They'll say you're difficult. But you didn't become difficult, you became mature. Your career in 2026 doesn't need to be comfortable for everyone. It needs to be right for you. I'll close this chunk with 3 decision questions you can use every time you face a career choice. 1. Where does this take me in 6, 12 months? 2. Does this pay me money to power respect? 3. Does this make me sustainable, or does it burn me? If the answer feels sustainable, go. If it only feels needed, pause. In chunk 6, we'll move into the 4 seasons plan, turning 2026 into a seasonal action map, spring, summer, fall, winter, so you execute in rhythm, hit the big move without burning your energy. I'll write it so you can listen and immediately apply it. Chunk 6, 4 seasons plan. Leo 2026 plays the long game. Spring clears, summer opens, fall accelerates, winter closes. Leo, now I'm going to compress all of 2026 into something you can actually use, a 4-season action plan. Because honestly, you don't lack motivation. You lack rhythm. And once your rhythm is right, you can pull off a beautiful big move. So instead of a hyper-detailed 12-month timeline, here's a seasonal map. When to clear, when to open, when to accelerate, and when to close. When rhythm is right, luck comes naturally. Let's start with spring. Season 1, Spring, Gammar, clear the system, set the rules, reset self-respect. Spring for Leo 2026 isn't about exploding forward. Spring is about clearing. Clearing your schedule, clearing your goals, clearing relationships and habits that drain your battery. Early in the year, you'll feel something very clear. You don't want to live like anyone calls, I run. Any task appears, I carry. Any connection exists, I keep. You start craving simplicity, cleanliness, a less noisy life. And this is when you do 3 things. First, clear your goals. Pick just 1, 2 big goals. 1 for career money, 1 for health rhythm, enough. Don't open 7 goals and then pressure yourself to win them all. Your 2026 wins by choosing right, not by carrying more. Second, clear your boundaries. Practice short, strong sentences. That's outside scope. I need clarity. I don't do mind reading. Spring is you setting the rules of the game with life. Family, friends, love, work. You don't have to say a lot. You just have to say it early. Third, clear your rhythm. Fix your sleep. Fix how you rest. Fix how you release stress. Because if you don't clear rhythm in spring, you'll accelerate wrong in summer and burn in fall. Spring 2026 is like cleaning your room before buying new things. Once you clear it, the space expands. And when there's space, luck has somewhere to land. Season 2, Summer, Yun. Open the field, open the door, strategically. Summer is when your energy starts to hit the right vibe. This is your opening phase. Opening opportunities, opening fields, opening projects, opening networks. But remember, opening doesn't mean throwing every door wide open. Leo 2026 opens with elegance, selective, strategic. In this phase, do 3 things. 1. Open the right field. If you're considering switching teams, jobs, projects, or entering a new professional circle, summer is a good time to try doors. Don't fear starting over. Just remember the filter: money, power, respect, growth, lineup. If a field misses 3-5, seriously consider leaving. 2. Open your positioning. Update your CV, portfolio, case studies, or at least clarify what you're great at and what results you produce. For Leo, clear positioning gets you chosen naturally. You don't chase opportunities. Opportunities chase you. 3. Open, sustainable rhythm. Summer is when you're most likely to burn too hot because you feel yourself rising. So protect rhythm, steadier sleep, steadier movement, real rest. Remember, you're playing the long game this year. The better you keep rhythm, the further you go. Summer 2026 is when you plant big seeds. But after planting, you need to nurture, not abandon. Season 3, Fall. Fall is usually Leo's peak season. This is acceleration time. But 2026 acceleration isn't 100 tasks at once. Your acceleration is pick one main move and drive it all the way. In fall, do 3 things. 1. Push the core project. Choose the single most important thing: a money project, a promotion role, or a major goal you prepared in spring and summer. Then push it through systems and lineup, not through strain. 2. Shine on the right stage. You show up more, but only where it's worth it: pitching, presenting, showcasing, meeting the right people. Remember the OS line: you don't need to shine all the time, just at the right time. Fall is that right time. 3. Filter people and work. Fall is when you get tired of half-hearted things. You'll naturally cut work that brings neither money nor future, reduce it. Relationships that drain you, step back. And don't feel guilty. This is you protecting energy for the acceleration. Fall 2026 is your timing season. You want to end it and say, okay, I have something real now. Na, in there now me. Season 4, Winter, Oct DT. Close the big move, systemize, summarize beautifully. Winter is when many people drop in mood. But for Leo 2026, winter is closing season. Not grind till year end. Close with elegance, through systems, through clarity, through clean wrap-ups. In winter, do 3 things. 1. Systemize. Package what you've built: processes, templates, toggle workflows, lineup, operations. Turn results into something repeatable. This is how you shift from talented to sustainable. 2. Close unfinished deals. Review commitments, contracts, goals, conversations that are still open loops. Close them clean. Don't leave your mind hanging on too many things. 2026 wants your head clear, so you enter 2027 lighter. 3. Return to your private life to recover. Winter is when you need real rest. Real rest means sleep again, eat again, breathe again, love again. You don't need to race to prove something at year end. You need recovery so you can keep moving next year. And importantly, winter is when you review the year with self-respect, not ego. You don't need perfection to feel proud. You only need honesty. Where did I choose better this year? Where did I strain less? Where did I live more in my own taste? Now I'll close all 6 systems of Leo, 2026, in one clean line. OS. Right field. Right person. Right rhythm. Swerve. Don't win every fight, only the ones worth winning. Communication. Speak feelings, not accusations. Short boundaries. Relationships. Choose people who can keep rhythm, not people who only love your glow. Career. Choose field, role, long-term deals. Avoid the one-man show. 4 seasons. Spring clears, summer opens, fall accelerates, winter closes. Leo, 2026 isn't the year you try harder to be lucky. God, too. It's the year you choose right so luck can stay. And once you choose right, something feels so good. You still shine, but you're not tired. You still love, but you're not gasping for air. You still build big, but you don't burn to ash.